Well, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with
Michael Anthony Fitness, MAF Reactions.
Reactions.
That's
Man,
better to say it that way.
I tell you what, you want a reaction, eat one of them damn chips. That'll get you a reaction. Man.
I need something for that. I'm not going to just willingly do
I do not recommend the chip challenge to anybody. Okay? Let me say that. But if you do this, don't make the mistakes that I made. I did a couple of things. First of all, the only thing I had on my stomach was a bag of ghost pepper Pacquiao chips or whatever they are. First. That's what I ate first. And then I ate a ham sandwich with Swiss cheese. And then ate that chip. Man, that was hell. I'm telling you, if you want a reaction, that was a reaction. That was just like, I didn't realize you could feel your intestines, but I literally could feel the chip. It was just screaming and burning as it was going through my intestines. It was just bad. I mean, really, really bad. So anyway, I have my expert here, Michael Anthony Fitness Reactions. We were talking about the Cleveland Doo-Doo Browns. Now, you said in one of your videos before the season, don't be surprised about the Cleveland Browns.
I said, no. I said that last year. Don't be surprised that the NFL put stock into the Browns because of their new stadium.
Or hopes to get a new stadium.
Or renovations. And maybe they're doing this draft to see if when they get their new stadium or their renovations, let's have a Super Bowl. That's why I'm thinking that they're trying to test the market.
Well, here's the problem, though, for the draft, okay? We got a couple of issues with the draft. First of all, the combine is in jeopardy because the NCAA tournament is going to be in Indianapolis. So the facilities may not be available, so they may have to move that. Second part of this is dealing with the pandemic.
What about Jerry Jones?
But you mean having it Dallas? Well,
that was one of the talks that he said he wanted to have in Dallas.
Yeah, that they want to spread it out. But what it may end up being, though, for this year, because of the pandemic, is they may not want this to be a super spreader event where you've got 32 teams and all of the players and everybody else that all of a sudden, with COVID right now where it is. So they're talking about it may be more of a regional combine where you'll have locations where there'll be much smaller ones, or maybe not having it at all. And having the draft in in Cleveland, I don't see where they're going to be able to have fans there. I mean, I know the NFL is advertising it, but I have a feeling it's going to be a virtual reality draft.
We'll have to wait and see.
But Cleveland, you're right, though, that Cleveland, it's about time for them to win. Here's the interesting thing.
It's the first time they won a playoff game since Bill Belichick was in the house. It's the first time in 60 years.
Bill Belichick, who's getting the Presidential Medal of Freedom, I think, this week from Donald Trump.
But the other thing, too, is it's the first time they won a road game in 60 years in the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's what I was like, yeah.
Well, I think the first time they won a playoff game since 1994. So, that was before our last Super Bowl.
This was the first time they were in the playoffs since 17 years.
Yeah, well, you kind of have to look at that kind of differently, though, because it's really two teams. Because really, the Cleveland Browns are the Baltimore Ravens. They up and left Cleveland and go to Baltimore, become the Ravens, and win the Super Bowl and have Ray Lewis. Okay, so that's when you know you were cursed as a Cleveland Brown fan. Your team leaves town and becomes Super Bowl champions, but be that as it may. But here's the interesting point on this. I touched on this briefly this morning on my morning video. Let's take the Cleveland Browns roster, which right now looks pretty good. I mean, they got the Myles Garretts, and they've got the Nick Chubbs. Baker Mayfield has turned the narrative on himself after last year where people were trashing him.
They got a lot of good pieces.
And they got a lot of good pieces because
they got good coaching finally.
Yeah, but they got a lot of those pieces too because the Eagles, out of desperation, traded up for a quarterback. So as all these teams out here are thinking about, we need to go get one of these guys, here's the problem. Because they went up and got Carson Wentz and had it worked, then hey, you've probably been pretty good. But they spent so much draft capital in trading to the Cleveland Browns, who took that pick, traded back, and got more players, that directly from that draft, they have players on their roster that are relevant today. You look at the Eagles roster now, because they traded up there, they ended up getting a lot of aging veterans, free agents that they had to sign, that like a Deshaun Jackson. Deshaun Jackson, when he can play, and he was younger, he's a beast. But in the 2 years that they've had him, I don't think he's played 4 games. He got that 80-yard touchdown against us, and then he's injured. And so, as they put it, your best ability is your availability. And with Carson Wentz now seeming to be screwed up and having really one good season. Let's be honest here. Those first 13 games of his second season was the pinnacle of Carson Wentz. And since that time, he's steadily gone downhill. His numbers, and anybody that tries to portray, you can't pay Dak Prescott, because you could have a Carson Wentz situation. Carson Wentz has been steadily since 2017 in the knee injury, which I think led to the back injury. His numbers have been steadily going downhill. It's been the exact opposite with Dak Prescott. His numbers have been trending up for all these years. So how far do you think the Cleveland Browns going to go?
Oh, this is the end.
So
they play the Chiefs.
Oh yeah.
But you can't say they didn't have a good season this one playoff game.
Yeah, they got to play the Chiefs. That's going to be tough. But my friend Richard, man, I almost want to talk to Richard, but I don't want to talk to Richard because he's a Steeler fan, and I'm sure he's upset today.
Yeah. You can't say the Jets aren't thinking about trading the number 2 pick. They give something.
Well, but see, and again, the Jets are another one of these teams because they traded to move up to get Sam Darnold. They gave up a lot of draft capital, although that's not the only thing that killed the Jets. The Jets, let's be honest here,
coaching.
The Jets killed themselves because of getting rid of Jamal Adams. Now, of course, they get the picks for Jamal Adams, which will be later first round, and letting guys like Demario Davis go. Shout out to Demario. Demario, who was the Saints NFL Man of the Year, entry for NFL Man of the Year. He also won, the Bart Star Award, another community award. And as my wife put it, she's like, that award is actually more prestigious than the NFL Man of the Year.
Yeah, that's from your peers.
From your peer, because your peers pick it, right? Did you hear her say that? Oh, okay. I remember she said something about that. But this is picked by your peers. And a couple of years ago, when he was a free agent, I was saying, man, get that guy. That's the kind of guy you want. He has not missed a game. And when you see him before the game, how he is out there, he's electric. And he is a team leader that not only is, rah-rah mouth type guy, because you have a lot of guys that do a whole lot of talking and bullshit. But he leads by example on the field. And I had hoped that when we got Mike Nolan, that Mike Nolan would be able to turn a Jalen Smith into a Demario Davis. Demario is night and day. That they're on a totally different plane than where Jalen Smith is. Jalen Smith, I don't want to bust on Jalen Smith. Okay, I don't. I'm not here to trash him. I have hopes that he can turn his shit around. But one of these things that absolutely bothers me, I hate, is players that are out there as you're getting, your team is getting destroyed. You're out there slamming the ball down. Yeah, I made a great play. You made one great play. One great play as you're losing the damn game. You got nothing to celebrate about when your team is ass. And too many times I'm seeing the Dallas Cowboys defense, which has nothing to celebrate. When you give up 473 points, I don't want to see you out here doing a swipe. I don't want to see you out here pounding on guys' heads and celebrating in between plays, especially when you seem 100% lost. And see, that's the difference of Jalen Smith, who's the Cowboys NFL Man of the Year, versus a Demario Davis. And that's the difference between an organization like New Orleans versus the Jets. The Jets don't seem to value that guy that is a great player, but more than that, that is an emotional leader on the team. And as I look through on the defense, about the only one that you can really say is a leader on that defense is probably D-Law. And D-Law had to go through and humble himself by saying, we soft. I got to look inside myself and change. And the problem for Jalen Smith, and maybe you, I don't know if you agree with this or not, Mike, is he doesn't see a problem. And if you can't admit there's a problem, then you're not going to change it.
At least D-Law admitted that there was a problem.
Yeah. You know, you got Jalen Smith up here talking about, well, those who know, look at the film and everything. Okay, yeah, you led the team in tackles, but I got to tell you.
But you were one of the most penalized players in the NFL.
I think 10 penalties. I think he's tied for first on defensive penalties.
Oh, I didn't know it was first. I thought it was top 5.
I think he was tied for first at linebackers in 10 penalties. So you've got that, where you've hurt your team. And, instead of, just go watch some highlights of Demario Davis and see how he tackles versus Jalen Smith. Maybe actually that's what I should do. That's where I would love to have that board, man. Damn. To go ahead and break down films and stuff. But anyway, we got about another hour and a half on the road. And got some work to do in here. And then tonight we'll be back at the Man Cave doing our live stream at 9 o'clock Eastern. Cowboys have interviewed 3 guys for defensive coordinator. And we'll see what they do today. It's been kind of sneaky the way they've been announcing it, because first we heard that Joe Witt was going to be a virtual reality interview on Sunday. And then we heard yesterday during the games about Simmons from Carolina being interviewed, and then this morning we hear that Dan Quinn was interviewed Saturday night. So it's kind of all over the place with what the Cowboys are doing, but I guess they're trying to be secretive. Oh, one other thing too, I'm not sure if it happens today or not, but Doug Peterson is definitely on the hot seat, and he's got a meeting with Jeffrey Lurie, and he may be let go, depending on how Lurie feels about his vision for the future. All right, y'all. Hope you have a great day. Peace. See you on the other end.